there, Rockstars. So today's lesson is again coming from our weather and climate content reader, and our focus today is going to be looking at our cloud types. So we're going to start by focusing again on the text page in our content reader about cloud types, so you can follow along on the screen as I read this page to you. So the title is Clouds. Three main kinds of clouds form when water vapor condenses. Clouds can be clues to the kind of weather that is coming. So as we talk about weather and we talk about the factors of weather, we've talked about what things are reported in a weather report on the news or on the radio, or when you look up the weather on a weather app, and whether or not it's cloudy and what those clouds can mean for our daily weather is something that's usually presented in part of those daily weather reports. So we're going to take a look at our different cloud types. So our first cloud type on the page is our stratus clouds. Our stratus clouds are flat and layered. These low clouds can cover the whole sky like a blanket. They often bring light rain or snow. So in your assignment today, you're going to actually draw each of these cloud types, and then in the box, you're also going to want to say what they mean in terms of our weather, what weather can be predicted because these types of clouds would be in the sky. So stratus clouds often bring light rain or snow. Fog is also a kind of stratus cloud. It forms very near the ground. And so I know these pictures aren't the best because they're in black and white, but over here in our picture is our stratus clouds. Okay, our second cloud type that we're going to study this year is our cumulus clouds. Okay, our cumulus clouds are the big, white, and puffy clouds. They usually have flat bottoms, and cumulus clouds often mean fair weather. If they are very tall and dark, then they may bring thunderstorms. So your white and puffy clouds are your cumulus clouds. So if you're someone who likes to go out and lay on the ground and look up and find mysterious creatures and objects and things in the clouds, you're looking at cumulus clouds when you're doing that. All right, and our last cloud type on this page is our cirrus clouds. Okay, our cirrus clouds are thin, wispy streaks, very thin, very wispy when you look up in the sky. They form very high and are actually made of tiny ice crystals instead of water droplets. Pretty interesting fact there about our cirrus clouds. Cirrus clouds often mean cool, fair weather. And again, I know this picture isn't the best, but there in our bottom picture is a picture of our cirrus clouds. So as I said, your assignment for today, your checkpoint assignment, is to take time and draw your own version of each cloud type, what they would look like based on the description here in your text. You can refer back to this page at any time while you're doing your own drawings. And as I said in our last video, and as someone had asked in class, whether or not you can use Google or some other resource to look at an actual picture in color of each cloud type as you draw it, and that answer is yes. You can always use your resources and search for a color picture of each of the cloud types before you start drawing and coloring your own in your science notebook. All right, so today's checkpoint assignment is actually for you to draw what each of these cloud types will look like. You're going to want to draw the cloud in the box that we set up on the notebook page, label that cloud type so you know which one it is, and then also across the bottom you want to say what kind of weather can be predicted if that cloud type is in the sky. So we'll go ahead and get our page set up. Again, you want to put the date. You want to check the calendar and see what date you're doing this so your dates are accurate. I'm just going to use an example date to say that it's September 8th, but different groups are completing this assignment on different days this week, so go ahead and put whatever date it is for you. On the right-hand side then, because we're using a combined notebook this year, we want to label our topic. On our next blank page, we want to make sure that we know if it's a math page or a science page. So this page is for science. And then underneath, we're going to say this is our cloud types. Then we're going to switch to our highlighter in order to divide our space. We're going to divide our space into 3 boxes with our highlighter. So we want to divide it into thirds. So you want 3 almost equal rectangles. And then in those rectangles is where you're going to put your cloud types. So our first one, you can choose whatever cloud type you want in there. Second one, so next to your number, you want to label whatever cloud type it is that you're going to draw. and our third one. And then at the bottom of each box, we're going to put what weather they bring. What is the weather going to be like if that cloud type is in the sky? So after you draw your clouds, and you can look back either at your weather packet or you can look back at this text page, and you want to describe what type of weather. So if you remember when we read in our text, with each cloud type it says this type of cloud often brings this type of weather. So you want to take time underneath your cloud to say what kind of weather that cloud type would mean for us. So if we're trying to predict the weather and what weather is ahead, when we look up and see that cloud type, what type of weather would we expect? Once you're finished with this page drawing, you can add some color, make sure your cloud types are labeled and your weather is there. Then you want to snap a picture and upload into your Seesaw journal. Just make sure you're in your math and science class when you upload that and not in your ELA class.